Hello. This is part of a series I'm calling How Not to Be Successful at Anything. There isn't really a lesson here. I'm just thinking out loud. And today I've been thinking about something I didn't notice at the time. For a while, without consciously deciding it, I think I drifted into a niche. Not a channel strategy, not a business plan, more like an identity. I started thinking of myself as someone who creates videos on a budget. On the surface, that sounds perfectly sensible, responsible, even principled. I didn't want expensive gear. I didn't want waste. I didn't want to pretend I was something I wasn't. And the creating videos on a budget space is inviting. There's always something to improve, something to fix, something to optimize. And you can stay in that niche and stay very busy without actually saying anything. Once I was in that headspace, a lot of decisions started making sense to me. Building things instead of buying them. Finding clever workarounds. Solving technical problems. It all felt like progress. But looking back, I can see it also gave me somewhere to hide. One example is a teleprompter I built a few years ago. I decided I needed one. Not to make better videos, really, but to feel more professional while I was making them. Buying one felt indulgent. So I did the sensible thing. I made one. I spent hours on it, designing it, building it, tweaking it. If I'd charged for the time I'd spent working on that, I think it would have cost about £500. And technically it worked. But it was too heavy for the stand I had, too cumbersome. It blocked too much light. The glass caused ghosting, which made it difficult to read. So in practice it was useless. I still own it. It's in the cupboard. Another white elephant. At the time, I didn't think this was procrastination. It felt like commitment. Like I was becoming a person who takes video seriously. But what I was really doing was rehearsing a professional version of myself instead of inhabiting an amateur one. And that's the thing about niches like this. They're not wrong. They're not fake. They genuinely help a lot of people. But for me, creating videos on a budget, it quietly became a way to stay focused on tools, systems and setups, instead of risk, hesitation, and saying something out loud. I wasn't avoiding the work. I was building a vision for the future, where the work would feel safer, where I'd look the part, sound the part, belong. As long as I was preparing for that version of myself, I didn't have to actually begin. I think this is where this overlaps with things like gear and systems and readiness. They're not really about cameras and teleprompters. They're about legitimacy, about feeling allowed to start. I'm not saying that I'll never build anything again, or that budgets don't matter. I can still feel the pull of it. I just notice it more now. The moment where preparation stops being helpful and starts becoming a performance. I don't really have a conclusion to this. I'm just trying to stay honest about what I'm actually doing when I say I'm getting ready. I'll keep thinking about it.